Okay, welcome back, Sweden, to your Caribou Data Science channel. I am making a slight change to the reports. I'm going rather important all the data back today. We're only going to start looking at the previous 365 days worth of data. So this window is going to roll forward each day. Okay, so the big numbers from 2021, even 2020, are eventually going to just roll off to the left side of the screen. Okay, because really, in terms of what's going on, the more recent the numbers, the better, the better they off they are, because it's the previous, days, the previous weeks, the previous month, the previous 6 months is more important than everything that came before that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to do a so we're going to get rid of this filter here. I think we're going to come back up here. Okay, so we're going to say df sysdate minus 365 days. Okay, so let's just see how this looks now. I think a 7-day window is way too narrow. 14 is a little better. Uh, I know some news media types like to talk about numbers for the previous 7 days in America, what the average for the previous 7 days was, but that's really not enough. That's really not enough because in a 7-day window you can have all kinds of reporting irregularities. Okay. Anyway, let's just take a look here. So right. So we're only seeing for the previous year or the previous 4 quarters. So you can see already, Sweden, that you're already showing us a little bit of cases here. This line here would be 100,000. See about 500,000 cases so far. What about deaths? Well, look, your deaths, of course, compared to are basically non-existent at this point. Okay, so we're looking at here again is this trend line. The big spikes here are the totals for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So these numbers here really don't mean that much anymore because we don't know what the individual numbers are. But you can see here you have this big long declining pattern in COVID-19 cases spring and summer. You had this little hiccup here, spike, and now the good news is it appears as if your cases are starting to decline again. The trend is a clear downward trend in number of cases right now. Okay, what about deaths? As you can see, we're only going back to January of 2021. Well, if you come over here and look, take a look at cases. For whatever reason, for the previous 14 days, you were averaging 9,870 cases per day this week, and we still got 2 days to go. Right, we still got 1 day. We still got 2 days to go. All right. What about deaths? Well, here's the good news. Again, you had this big declining pattern over here. It looks as if deaths, unfortunately, are starting to trend up, which is not what we want to see. What about 14-day averages here? Well, you can see here as of December the 5th, for the 14-day period ending December the 5th, or January the 5th, 2022, you were averaging 10.6 cases per day, or deaths per day. Over here, you can see these are just cases by week. And again, you can see the big spike here. Okay, and again, we're only interested in. Of course, the trouble with this is, no, it's all right, because eventually we're going to roll forward. We're only going to see this part here, but hopefully, This is going to be replaced with a new downward trend very shortly, maybe as early as next week, hopefully, for Sweden's cases. All right. What about Sweden's deaths? Well, here's the thing. Look at your crazy low. Our podcast. Res Ho. So here's the good news for Sweden. This line here is 125 deaths per week. Look at all these weeks, Sweden, when you were under 125 deaths. Okay, let's look at monthly cases now for the previous 12 months. Again, pretty good numbers here during the spring and summer. Okay, this line here will be 25,000 deaths. January 2022 is not looking good for cases. Okay, what about deaths? Well, this line here is 1,000 deaths per month. So this line down in here someplace, okay, is all these months over to here were under 500 deaths for the month. Okay, so daggone it, you folks are doing pretty doggone good in Sweden, getting those deaths. You clearly understand the importance of deaths over cases, I would say. All right. Anyway, sweetie, before I let you go again here, I said a favor to ask. If you watch the video today, I need you to click the like button next to the video, okay? Thanks so much, Sweden, and we'll catch you tomorrow with an updated report.